Chocolate is the latest addition to Netflix's growing library of TV shows made in Seoul, with a full season of 16 episodes currently available to stream. Chocolate follows the story of a man who abandons his childhood dream of opening his own restaurant and a woman who becomes a chef because of him. The show begins with Lee Kong, Yoon Kyesang, racing through the cobblestone streets of a gorgeous Greek island. As he reaches a path overlooking the ocean and slows to find Moon Cha-young, Ha Ji-won, waiting for him, the scene dissolves. The clock turning back to the day they met as children. It's a clever way to set up the central romance. There is no when Harry met Sally love-hate artifice here. At the very start, Chocolate reveals its ending. We know our two leads will find each other. The question is, how? The mechanisms that shape their separation are set in motion from the day they first meet. The story starts in 1992, on the scenic Wando Island, where a young Kong helps his mother run a small but popular seaside restaurant. As she prepares the daily catch of octopus and abalone for the lunchtime rush, he spots a skinny girl staring hungrily through the window. Kong generously offers her a table and serves her a small feast. Cha-young confesses that she can't pay him, but Kong says she can return whenever she wants a meal. He promises to make her his homemade chocolate truffles, and Cha-young can't wait to try them. After Kong returns to help his mother in the restaurant, Cha-young's brother arrives to drag her away, scolding her for being so greedy. Meanwhile, Kong whips up a batch of his homemade chocolates, decorating a pretty box of truffles for the mysterious girl. He goes to leave the gift balanced on the gatepost, and an expensive car glides to a halt at the end of the street. As Kang's extended family sweep into the restaurant, we learn of his father's decision to elope, of the fortune he left behind when he died, and the threads of family discord that have led his grandmother to his doorstep. But this isn't a warm reunion, nor a Great Expectations-style fairy tale. Many of South Korea's best TV shows revolve around the wealthy chaebol conglomerates that control the country's economy, and the inner workings of the elite families who own them. While Parasite became the first foreign-language movie to win Best Picture at the Oscars by satirizing South Korea's deeply divided social strata, Chocolate explores the same theme with a lingering sense of melancholy. Kong doesn't want to leave the life he knows to become a pawn in his grandmother's mission to secure a reliable heir to Gozang Hospital, nor does he wish to be forced into competition with the sneering boy in the bow tie who kicks his dog and reveals himself to be Kang's cousin. In Parasite, the Kim siblings were clever manipulators of South Korea's class system. In contrast, as a child caught up in a world of adult drama, Kong has no choice but to abandon his dreams and do their bidding. After Kong leaves for Seoul, we see Cha-young evade her family and hop on a bus to visit the seaside restaurant and taste Kang's special chocolates. She finds it empty and abandoned. Cherry blossoms swirl around the small girl as she stands alone, having returned too late. 20 years later, when they meet again as strangers, Kong has buried his childhood dreams to follow the career trajectory set out by his family, while Cha-young has become a successful chef. Chocolate immediately sets up a clever contrast between its two leads. Kong is working as a neurosurgeon, doggedly forcing himself through difficult surgeries before fleeing to the bathroom to hide his nausea, and fighting a cold war with Jin-Woong Jang Seung-jo, his arrogant cousin and fellow doctor. The show uses cinematography to great effect, juxtaposing scenes of Kong in the operating theater with Cha-young in a clean, calm kitchen, carefully preparing oysters, cakes and pretty plates of bruschetta. Inspired by the boy who so generously gave her a delicious meal, she has found fulfillment in bringing others happiness through the food she cooks. It's a calling Kong will relearn, as various plot mechanisms find the pair working side by side in a hospice, where Cha-young cooks for the patients Kong treats. Chocolate uses food as a symbol to explore its themes of regret and redemption, as the two star-crossed lovers slowly reconnect over the food they cook and share. The show revolves around the relationship between food and emotion, the camera lingering on the joyful faces of the customers at the restaurant where Kong and his mother serve up steaming platters of seafood, on Cha-young's smile as she carefully decorates a cake and the grilled clams she and Kong share on their first date. Sound is also used to great effect, with every moment savored, from the crunch of biting into a cookie to the sizzle of noodles in a skillet. The characters cook to comfort others, to bring themselves solace. To remember those they have lost and celebrate moments of joy. Alongside many meals, the show uses frequent flashbacks to tie together various plot threads, evoking a bittersweet sense of nostalgia. These scenes in the past are filmed with a subtly faded color palette, and convey the character's sense of yearning for a simpler time. It's a smart way to balance the overlapping character trajectories, yet the number of plot lines in Chocolate sometimes threatens to overwhelm the central story. The show delves into the lives of various patients at the hospice, leaving several mid-season episodes meandering somewhat. Yet the lead actors each carry their share of melodrama in an understated style that lends a sense of gravity to their story. The script's soap opera hallmarks of ailing friends, family strife, and tragic twists are balanced by the way they play out on screen, with a subtlety that hints at deeper emotion. Chocolate has its moments of drama, but it lets them unfold elegantly. This slow-burn romance is a story to savor rather than binge. Each episode is anchored by the meals the characters share, and the solace food brings through the ups and downs they weather side by side. Grab a snack and some tissues, because Chocolate is as beautiful as it is bittersweet.